Shabbat Shalom to all my friends in SW3 and beyond. This week, Sidra Behar Bechukotai, a double. Sidra Behar means on the mountain of Sinai. And everyone asks, this is so much later than the Sidra where you read the Ten Commandments which came from the mountain of Sinai. Why? Remind us that this is where God spoke to Moses on the mountain of Sinai, Behar Sinai. And Rashi explains straight away that just like all the other commandments were as important because they were on the mountain of Sinai, so these continuous announcements and rules are as important because they were also on the mountain. Don't think that they have emerged from there. There is still stuff to learn, laws and rules from the mountain of Sinai. But there is a beautiful deeper meaning by the Apta rabbi from Apt in Eastern Europe a few hundred years ago. And he says Behar always comes after Lag BaOmer. On Lag BaOmer, we are allowed to have weddings, we can shave, we can have haircuts, we can listen to live music. And the reason being is because the last of the 24,000 pupils of Rabbi Akiva, who died of diphtheria, all his pupils, the last one died. And so, because it ended, and it's also the commemorative yahrzeit of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, his greatest pupil, we commemorate it with celebration. What made his 24,000 pupils die? What made him then, once he had to bury all of them, in a shocking, terrible story, go down to Jerusalem, because he lived in Tiberias, and find just 5 more rabbis? That's all he needed, 5 students who would continue to teach the Jewish world, the whole world, the Torah way and God's way. And the Talmud tells us that however much Torah knowledge and law his pupils, the first batch of 24,000 knew, they did not treat each other with respect. And he made a very simple calculation. You can be the cleverest, most knowledgeable person of God's Torah and the laws, but if there's no respect, then how can that be the next generation's teachers? And by him saying that, God realized, and then this diphtheria infection spread, this virus spread. Behar means it's on the mountain of Sinai. Everything, yes, comes from the mountain of Sinai. All the laws come from there, originate from there. But it's a reminder. Laws are important, but respect for one another, respect and love for each other, that's how we continue. That's how the Jewish people survive. That's number one. Rabbi Akiva taught us this lesson, learned this lesson over 2,000 years ago. And it is as relevant today as it always was. Good Shabbos.